Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Silver Creek Falls, Chapter 3. Which now we should be following the head of security. Bolt's head of security. Head of security's residence, Hawthorne County, North Carolina. Those wheels. Oh, we're just gonna leave on the side of the road. That doesn't look suspicious at all. Is it up above? Oh, it's literally across the street. I like how this pickup truck is literally long. Like, I mean long. I think this is the security box Sky mentioned in her note. I'm guessing the head of security has the only key to it. Let's look around. We might find another way to open it. Yeah, I don't imagine we're going. Okay, swimming pool in the back. There's this thing here. Okay. What is this? Should I be worried? That flashlight in there might be useful. We need to find a way past this fence first. Okay, I'm gonna assume... There's like items there. What's this? I don't know what that is. Won't let me interact with it. Trash can? Okay, there's clearly this. Looks like a pair of bolt cutters. They're broken though, the screw in the middle is missing. These will be useful, let's try to fix them. It's locked. Okay, so I'm wondering, are we just going into his house? A little drainage is blocking my way. I already tried to go this way, right? Oh, you know what? That's what we need the flashlight for. So we have a broken bolt cutters. Can't access that. Okay, let's see if we can get into the house. No, didn't think so. Is it underneath this rock? Okay, just double checking. Plant? There's a key under the flower pot. Take him. Maybe we got lucky and the head of security doesn't know much about security. I mean, keys under a flower pot? What an amateur move. There we go. Figured it'd be something like that. Oh. Oh, the key to the house, I see. I mean, we're not gonna be incognito if you're gonna be yelling at me. Oh, right, this locker here. No? What am I using this for then? What am I using this for? Okay, what else do I have on me that could potentially... I don't know what that is. There's that drainage thing. There's that. Oh wait, is that an item there? It makes me think it's an item. Okay, oh, this is the locked door. My bad. Found the screw. Empty. 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 Small light bulb. Okay. Oopsies. So, should I just assume then that we'll go to the fence and she'll put it together? Okay. Let's go fixing the bulkhead. Let's try it now. Hole cut with bolt cutters? Yeah, sure, that's a hole. Damn it, the bulb and the flashlight's burnt out. Does nothing here work properly? There's bound to be one around here somewhere. Luckily, we've already gotten it. Seems like the light's out in this room. I don't think it's mighty wise to enter if we don't have a clear visual. No, but... Okay, will this bulb fit the flashlight? There we go. Let's go in. Man, I have less visual on this. What the hell is this? Looks like a crowbar. We can use this to pry the box open. That's not very stealthy at all. All this for a crowbar? That was not what I was expecting. Can we use the crowbar in this? Fine. Being sneaky, very sneaky. It's not like we're just walking around calmly. There we go. Nothing like using a crowbar to solve your problems, huh? Some I thought we would do it in a somewhat cleverer fashion, but I guess this works. Go ahead, read the note. It says, March to the sea. Sounds familiar, but I can't quite remember. We can go to the Hawthorne County Library and try to do some research there. But if you think you can already work out the 4-number pin, then we shouldn't waste our time. March to the sea? Well, unless March is like... I don't know about C. Unless it's again like the number 3, so 0303. I'm thinking C as in... March. Like March, I'm thinking the month, so that's making me think 03. To the... So... Well, no, that thing is 4 letters, right? March to the sea. So March as in 03. 32. I don't know what about the, though. What would the be? The March to the sea, the sea. It's... Let's see if we can find clues. I mean, it's supposed to be a riddle anyway. Unless it's the book itself. Oh, shoot. The Book of Jaw? Okay. Each side of the shelf is its own thing. Hello, welcome to Hawthorne County Library. Can I help you? Hi, we're doing a research and came across a rather unusual phrase. I was wondering if you could help us. Sounds like fun. Sure, why not? Does the phrase "march to the sea" ring any bells? Let me think. I think it has something to do with the Civil War. Military history can be found upstairs to my left. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I wouldn't have... It's not that type of riddle. Is it any of these books on military history, or... Okay, good. Just making sure there's no, like, other side, though I don't think the... Wait, she said to my left. Her left facing us would be my right. Here we go. Art of War. So this is all talking about war now, so... Horatio Nelson, naval mastermind. Just checking. There's like... a bunch of... I'm not reading all of these. Gustav, Hannibal, Frederick the Great, Star Wars? Who the hell put that here? I'm going through all of these because I don't know if she's going to either... Sherman's 1864. I guess we have a for Japan. 1864. I hope you have a good memory. Please, it's just 4 numbers. 1864. How hard it can be to remember that. I'm just gonna write it down just in case. Because you never know. But I should be able to remember that. But all I know is that back in my day, we took notes on paper and pen. It's easy, I won't forget it. Fine, just don't come crying to me when you forget the number when we get there. Mostly what I'm afraid is, like, a lot of things are gonna happen. And then... It will come across the thing. It's like, okay, can you open it up? It's like, no. I don't remember this. What? Why wouldn't it let us leave? It's not like it's going to be here, right? Was I supposed to talk to the lady at the front? What? What's going on? Oh! I didn't realize we changed... Oh my god. Manual override instructions, both pharmaceutical departments of security information. What? Okay, it's clearly for something way later. Here we go, let's just type in... Okay, 18, wrong way. 18, 64. Pin accepted, access granted, welcome Mr. L. Burke. Loading. Error detected. What the? Manual override requested. Okay. This looks like a maze. Hold on. No, 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 no. We're definitely getting ahead of ourselves here. Athena. That's the power regulator. Don't touch that. Can you reset the system by shutting down the power? That would override it, right? That would also knock out the lights and investigate in the ventilation. Who knows, it might even trigger their alarm system. Demeter. Zeus. Okay. So, Athena. And it looks like a maze setup. So... But we have the manual override here. Alright. So let's take a picture of this. So I don't have to keep referring it back on my phone. Actually, let's take a picture of all of them. Because I'm going to get very annoyed very quickly. Demeter. Okay, that's weird. Fine, you know what? I'll just do it one by one. Okay, so Athena... I mean, first off, I don't even know what this means, right? One, two, three... Okay, so I think the way it's going is it's the various routes. So these are red, but I think these two, it should be green straight ahead. Let me just count. 1, 2, there should just be 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't count the other one, I don't think. Oh. Okay. And the last two at the end should be green. My god, this is so much for... This is like... This is obviously not meant to be done quickly either. Okay, I thought there's like a maze-like setup, but it looks like it might just be a path through. So we got all these lower ones down. And then straight on we have a door. And it takes us to the next area. Okay. Okay, that's its own thing. So you know what? Let's just go all the way to the end and count from there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Okay, so now then we're dealing with the series of dots. Here. I mean... We're dealing with those dots there. You know what? I have the pictures, I might as well just show it. Ah, I see. Blue. Blue. This is so much for... Like, this feels like it's a... See, this is the part where I say we should split up and do this, because it's gonna take way too long. Self-learning protocols overridden. Okay. just curious if it's still gonna say... Are we doing all of them or just some of them? Okay, I think we're doing all of them. Okay, so that was Athena. This one is Demeter. Alright, so Demeter. Turn the page to Demeter. Grab my phone again, take another picture. Alright, so we have... Okay, so it starts from the side. So actually, the side green. Red. Green. And then the red and then the green. Red, green. Okay. And from this one, it's just a slow climb up. Go all the way to the end. All the way at the end is green. There's 2 reds and then green. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And so for the... It's blue, blue, red, red. Blue, blue, red, red, then it's blue, red, blue. Another one's red. Blue, red, blue. Harvesting protocols overridden. Alright. I'm gonna guess Poseidon. You know what? We'll just do Poseidon next. I'm taking the picture now. Oh my goodness. This is the fastest they're gonna go. At least the setup is not the, I mean, puzzle setup is the same, but then it's not all the rooms aren't exactly the same. We'll see what happens. I don't even know which one is on the side here. I'm gonna assume it's Poseidon, but Zeus. Fine then. Poseidon? You are Poseidon? Yes, you are. Oh, we're starting from the upper level, looks like. Okay. Just making sure. Okay, so red, 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 green, green. Red, red, green, green. Once I get down there. Oh, shift does make you go faster. Oh my god. I've been walking at normal speed this entire time. I'll just do these now. So this one is red, blue, blue, then blue, red, blue, blue. Blue, red, blue, blue. Okay. From here... It's basically alternates green, red, green, red, green. I totally forgot that running was an option. I didn't even know. Have I ran this entire time? I don't think I have. I just been literally, they've been strolling this entire time. I'm trying to be sneaky and quiet. Last one. Water wheel. Override. Alright. The last one shall be Zeus. So is this one also going to be where I do the upper ones first? Okay. I actually have not looked up Zeus yet, so let's look up Zeus. Turns the page to Zeus. And then... Go away, photo. Oh my god. Alright. What you got for me, Zeus? Nope. My bad. Hold on. I really want to see first. Am I at the bottom or the top? Okay, I'm at the bottom, looks like. So, bottom is green, green, the rest is red. Green. Green. Red. 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 Wait, hold on. Kind of lost track. This is green, this is red, this is green, and the other two on the left are red, so I don't need to go there. Again, it'd be much simpler if we split up here. Just saying. Alright. For this one, it is blue, blue, red, blue. Blue, blue, red, blue. Then we have red, red, blue, blue. Red. Oh. Nice, that should be it. Let's get back to that computer to download the files. Oh my god. I turned on every single thing. So I guess I just needed Zeus. I didn't need to do all of them. It's just so happened to be the last one I did as well. Oh boy. At least we got to see what the other ones were. The text appears on the screen. Meet me at the Lonely Pines Lake Resort. F. Bolt. Is that it? That's all. That's downloading the files. Okay. If you say so. Lonely Pines Lake Resort, Lake Waccamaw, Columbus County, North Carolina. Oh, this is fancy. Welcome to the Lonely Pines Lakeside Resort. How may I be of assistance to you? We're here to see Franklin Bolt. Ah, wonderful. Mr. Bolt has been expecting you. He is in the cigar room. The door on the left will lead you there. Suspicious? Ah, Detective Fitzgerald, Colonel Davis. You're right on time. He was expecting us. Right on time? You were expecting us? Of course. Actually, I was expecting you a lot sooner, but oh well. Do you know what we're here for? Yes, you're here to interrogate me and arrest me. Wait, how do you know that? Detective, Colonel, please have a seat and I'll explain everything. This is highly irregular. Lee? He's unarmed and doesn't seem to be trying to escape. Escape? Why would I? It's been so much effort getting you here. Getting us here? Yes, I had to leave quite the trail of breadcrumbs, just so you would investigate the matter and see everything for what it is, and eventually make your way to me. I know from what it looks like I'm the big bad villain of the story, but perhaps if you could listen for a while you may realize it's not all black and white. Villains rarely start as villains, Miss Fitzgerald. More often than not, they start out thinking that what they do is somehow improving the world, and along the way, bad decisions are made with the best of intentions, but often with the worst logic behind them. I realized one day that I was no longer the hero of the story. I realized that what was being done wasn't improving the world. Get to the point, Bolt. You see, it all started in the early 2000s. At At the time, I was a young investment banker in Wall Street, making my first millions, and my younger brother had just finished college. I insisted he join me in New York, as I wanted to take him under my wing and teach him how to make money. Initially, he seemed interested, and then the Twin Towers were destroyed in 9/11, and all my brother could talk about was joining up and bringing the war to them. He joined the US Army and was commissioned as a lieutenant. When the US declared war in Iraq, my brother's unit was one of the first to go into action. The 3rd Ranger Battalion. Wait, that's my unit. Bolt. Is it all coming back to you, Colonel Davis? Your brother was Lieutenant Logan Bolt? So you know how the story goes then. Yes, it was 2004, right after Iraqi insurgents killed those contractors of Fallujah. Lieutenant Bolt was second in command of a small platoon on a recon mission. His unit was spotted and ambushed, but they fought hard and were able to break through the ambush and escape through a narrow backstreet. Once the surviving platoon members made it past the backstreet, Lieutenant Bolt noticed that the insurgents were hot on their trail. He stayed and took advantage of the bottleneck in the street to hold off the insurgents. He successfully bought enough time for his platoon to escape, but paid the ultimate price. Your brother was a true hero. I'm sorry I couldn't make the funeral. I know. You were the one that signed his letter of condolence. Anyway, as you can imagine, the news devastated me. Here I was, a successful businessman in the toughest city in the world, making it big, and I thought I was untouchable. Then this happened, and it destroyed me. I flew to Wichita Falls to pick up my brother's body, and whom do I meet there? A young biochemist by the name of Lars Conway, whose brother served in the same unit as mine, and also shared in the same tragic fate. He spoke bitterly about how the US government was choosing not to invest in his research, and now if he had things his way, this tragedy wouldn't have happened. Conway was of the belief that his research in biochemistry could lead to genetically enhanced super soldiers that could serve as the bulk of the infantry for the more grueling missions. He believed that the government was all too happy to sacrifice the lives of its young soldiers to serve their own needs. Swayed by the tragedy of my brother's passing and the fire in Conway's eyes, I was convinced to set up our own private corporation that would research a way to make these super soldiers so that no one else would have to know the grief that we knew. We created a pharmaceutical corporation, and Conway agreed to develop money-making pharmaceuticals to help generate income for the company. In turn, I would helm the company to success and would divert 30% of all revenue towards his research projects. It all started out rather well, and for the first 3 years, we made a lot of money, and Conway was making leaps and bounds in his research. Then the financial crisis hit in 2008, and the company began losing money. Anyway, with the company in such dire straits, we had to look into selling shares into other corporations to stay alive. Fortunately, we had no serious bids and looked like we were going to file for bankruptcy. Then Conway found an investor out of nowhere, a certain Matteo Spinola. The head of the Spinola family? Exactly. So I took it as a sign to leave, and I sold my shares to Matteo Spinola and resigned as CEO of Bolt Pharmaceuticals. Doesn't end there, does it? If only it did. A year after operating under Spinola control, the company is yet again under the verge of bankruptcy, and I get a call from Conway pleading that I return as CEO to bring the company back and in turn keep his research alive. So I went back. Why? You must remember that I created this company and ran it for 5 years. I knew a lot of people that worked for me, and in this economic climate, they would be hard-pressed to find other work. So I went back. But when I returned, I saw that the corporation had changed. Matteo Spinola had approved a certain type of research program that I had vehemently opposed during my tenure as CEO, and Conway was all too glad to cooperate. Initially, I wanted to blow the whistle and had teamed up with one of Spinola's hedge fund managers to blow the lid off the entire operation, Connor Friedman. Unfortunately, Spinola's men got to him and killed him. I realized that Matteo Spinola was too powerful, and he knew too many influential people, and that no one would believe my claims about him. After all, why would I destroy the very company I birthed? Everyone would be convinced I was a fool and a madman. No one would believe me. I had to get a detective untainted by his tentacles of corruption, and so I made a call to the High Commissioner and had him pass the case down to you guys. So you were involved with the disappearance of the college kids? No. Spinola and Conway are behind that too. They needed young and healthy test subjects to test the new serum on. Those college students were the lab rats. Conway knew Rebecca Olsen and her boyfriend used recreational drugs, so he swapped their supply with samples of his new serum that he made to look like the drugs they were taking. He knew she would share her drugs with her sorority and was observing at the time when the drugs had their adverse effects. He went in, using a copy of her key that he had and planted evidence to make it look like a murder. So why wouldn't he target a group of football players instead? Wouldn't they be more similar to soldiers in terms of physical type? The serum worked very poorly in conjunction with performance-enhancing drugs. Conway needed cleaner and healthier subjects. And since those girls were doing modeling, he assumed that they generally ate healthy and exercised healthy, but they also take drugs? How is that? What? Okay. I feel like the logic, unfortunately, contradicted itself there. Look, you don't seem like a bad guy, but I can't help but suspect your motives for revealing all this. Also, if you're trying to feed us information, then explain the men in the hazmat suits that were intended to kill Detective Fitzgerald and Agent Valdez. Spinola's men. Ever since the immoral experimentation program began, Matteo Spinola placed armed guards on all the research laboratories. When I saw Detective Fitzgerald and Agent Valdez leave my company's HQ, I sent a false order to the guards to remove them for the night. Fortunately, I didn't think they'd take so long in there and didn't account for the new morning guards. Wait, you saw us leave and come in? Didn't you wonder why no one stopped you? Besides, whom do you think conveniently sent those letters to Conway knowing he was out on a speaking tour? I see. Take this flash drive. Inside are all the documented cases for all the legal experiments that Conway has been running. There are videos, photos, the whole stinking lot. With all of this, you'll be able to put Spinola and Conway behind bars and shut down Bolt Pharmaceuticals once and for all. What's in it for you? You're being very generous with all this information. I'm suspicious as to why you're so keen to betray your friend Conway. Yes, Conway and I were once friends, but now I see him for the monster he truly is. The fact that he would stoop to dealing with the likes of Spinola disgusts me. Colonel, a man reaches a point when he can no longer lie to himself, when he knows that he cannot tolerate the injustice he sees. Okay, I know, working with Spinola is one thing, but I feel like the drugging of the innocent victims, probably a bit more so, but sure. In his very eyes, that moment has come to me. If my brother were alive today, he would agree on this course of action. Oh, and terribly sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Bolt, but Inspector Walsingham has arrived. Just in time, let him in. Certainly, sir. Excuse me. Oh! Right, this guy. Looks like I've arrived just in time. My god, my voice. Okay. Phil, what are you doing here? Phil, I thought you were Inspector Mark Williamson of MI6. What? Sara, I'll explain everything in due time, but for now, we have to get out of here. What are you talking about? Mr. Bolt, my contacts in Munich has just informed me that he and his men have successfully arrested Professor Lars Conway as he was giving a talk at the Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich. Thank God, this madness will finally come to an end. Fortunately, Matteo Spinola has caught wind of our plans and is sending men over to kill you as we speak. We must leave now. Okay then, Ferguson, ready my car. Actually, we can't leave from the front. Spinola's men will be coming in through there. There's a rear exit into the lakeside area right behind me. Excellent, let's go. We'll be sitting ducks in such an open area. I say we dig in and fight from here. That won't be necessary. I stationed 2 of my people outside. We'll be covered. 2 men? Is that it? Are you nuts? Spinola's going to send at least 20 here to kill me. Please, don't underestimate my people. They'll have no problem making mincemeat out of Spinola's thugs. Besides, they brought along their big toys. I'll go outside and help your men fight them off. Thank you ever so much, Colonel. I know with your special abilities, 20 men hardly constitutes a challenge. For that reason, I would prefer to have you with us in case we encounter an unpleasant surprise. Unpleasant surprise, huh? I Sure do love how you British love to understate things. Come on, let's go. Ooh, he's in the lead. Detective... I still know you as Phil, so I'm going to be very confused. Music's picked up in a very strange way. Okay, we're far enough. Just keep your eyes peeled, my squad should be around soon. Okay, Phil or Mark or whatever your real name is, you have some explaining to do. Look, Sara, I know this all looks really bad, but just know that I had no choice. Oh, so you weren't supposed to be here. There was confusion as my FBI liaison was killed, and his goofy associate took things into his own hands. What? You were working with Agent West this whole time? Also, don't talk about Valdez that way. Sorry, Sara. It's just all gone so crazy. The music is so loud in my ears right now. Look, all you need to know for now is that my real name is Mark Willingsonham, and that I am MI6, British Intelligence. Yes, I've been following this case for a while, and when all this came up, we had to act quickly. I flew to Silver Creek Falls under the guise of a transferred Scotland Yard inspector to take a look at things before coordinating with the FBI and assembling my team. I'm sorry for deceiving you, Sara. I just had to be very careful and couldn't risk being discovered. I'm happy to see that you're okay. Pardon my French, but what in the hell are you Brits doing here? How does this involve you? I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss that, as I suspected. What's going to happen to Franklin Bolt? I'll be taking him into custody. We need him to testify against Spinola and Conway, among other things. Like what? Again, I'm not at liberty to discuss this. Well, guess what? I'm taking him into custody. He's related to the crimes in Silver Creek Falls. He's mine. I have more jurisdiction here than you do. Sorry, Sara. This really should have never come to this. Ferguson? What? Ferguson, what is the meaning of this? Terribly sorry, sir. It's been a pleasure serving you, but my loyalty is first and foremost to my queen. What the hell is going on? Stand down, Fitzgerald. It's not worth it. Why is he threatening Bolt, though? Because Sarah's the one making threats. I see you started the party without me. Just in time, Sam. Did you two wrap everything up? It was easy. After we finished killing them, we threw the bodies into the resort and set it on fire. Good job. All good here. Any trouble? None at all, Ferguson. Please escort Mr. Bolt into the car. Right away, Captain. I'm sorry, Sara. I do hope to be able to explain everything to you one day. And then they just leave. What? What? Damn it. Come on, Lee. Let's get back to the car and pursue them. Let's leave it here, Sara. What? I can't believe you. I'm going to head back to Bury Sky. I appreciate some help, but if you'd like to go pursue them, it's fine. I don't understand. Why didn't you do anything? I'm sick and tired of death and killing. Also, we are not in control of the situation. That situation. We are outmanned and outgunned. I guess. I'm going now. Have a safe trip back to Virginia, Detective. Lee, wait! I'll help you bury Sky. Okay, oh, thank God the music. The music. There's no way to control the volume, and I wish there was. Sarah Fitzgerald apartment in Norfolk, Virginia. Oh my God, that long ass picture. It takes up the entire parking space. At least you got driven home this time. Not like left in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Thanks for driving me home. You okay? Not really. The whole thing left a really bad taste in my mouth. I know. Feel the same way. Thank you for helping me bury Sky, and I appreciate the kind words you said for her. Don't worry about it. You're a rare gem, Sara. Your conviction to justice and truth makes you truly incredible. Truly incredible detective and police officer. You're just trying to make me feel better. You know, I don't mince my words. Thanks then. I just wish I could have gone deeper and done more. Diving into the murky waters of the criminal world is not something one does casually. You never come out truly clean. You really lose a piece of yourself as you enter. The deeper you go in, the more sullied things get, and before you know it, you are swimming in a pool of dirt. Why is with this? Detective, you're like a small town sheriff, and before that, you were a ranger, right? Or was it Marine? I can't remember. Either way, just like I don't know if that's not the same as tackling the mafia. Anyway, okay. Before you know it, you're swimming in a pool of dirt, brass, and blood, all in the name of justice. But to uncover the truth isn't all this sacrifice. Sacrifice the price? But is it worth it? Look how many have perished in the pursuit of truth. And at the end, how much did we achieve? At the end, we were naught but puppets. Another man's bigger game. Mark. Within his machinations and plans, I doubt we were more than pawns, with bigger plans like the High Commissioner and Franklin Bolt playing as the rook and Bishop. It's all a bit depressing, isn't it? My apologies. I didn't mean to discourage you. Always fight for truth and justice, no matter what level of the law you're in. All I mean to say is that rising the ranks in law enforcement comes at a high personal cost. I see you've had a lot of experience. Army, police is different, but similar in so many ways. Here, I thought I'd live out a peaceful life in such a small town, but I guess I was wrong. Panama, Somalia, Afghanistan, Iraq, and now this. I'm so tired of it all. So what's next for you? I think I'll go travel around the country. It's about time I see more of this beautiful country that so many of my compatriots died for. For your own safety, I'll keep my exact travel plans to myself. I can get behind that, thanks. How about you? I'll take tomorrow off and head back into work the next day. Keep doing my bit to keep this country safe. Maybe I'll hear from Mark one day. He did promise me he'd explain everything to me one day. I wouldn't hold my breath for that. I'll get going now. Wait, what did Mark mean by special abilities? I'll do a big favor by not telling you. Goodbye, Detective Fitzgerald. Is that, because there's a part where he was suddenly amongst in the shootout at the abandoned house where Sky died. He was just suddenly there. I'm like, where did you come from? Because he obviously didn't come from upstairs because he didn't see her body. Goodbye, Colonel Davis. Maybe we'll figure out. Oh, you're not gonna drive away? Fine. I think Lee is waiting for me to get inside my door. Well, I'm trying, but you paused. Oh, that was chapter 3. Is there a chapter 4? I did not read anything about chapter 4. That threw me off. Okay, hold on. I thought it was just 3 chapters. Okay, well, I'm obviously just going to have to edit out the closing my closing credits from before. Oh, that is the story. That's the story. What? Weird. Okay, hold on. So apparently it is just 3 chapters. Ah, okay. So, hold on. I'm gonna wait for this to return back to the original credits because it's so loud. Okay. So, I'm gonna read, I'm assuming this is by someone in the production team. Yeah. Because the question, it says Silver Creek Falls Chapter 4. Hi everyone, small update for those of you interested concerning the future of Sapphire Dragon Productions and our future list of titles we have coming out. Oh wait, is it going to end on the debut Mount Tulsa, Oklahoma? Meet with Agent Kamarova. Okay. Kamarova. Hol says, oh, is this? Where is Valdez? He's in the bathroom. He'll be back in a second. We can start without him. What? Professor Chan, I hope your flight was comfortable. It was fine. Thank you for flying me in business class. It's not a problem. Do you have Conway's files? Of course. Here you go. Thank you, Winston. You did the right thing. Oksana, what will Moscow think of what you're doing? They'll understand. It's for the greater good. Hans, will Mark be okay with this? He'll understand. I know he will. We need to prepare for the invasion. Yes, we need every trick under our sleeves to protect us against them. Them? Okay. So I'm assuming this is alluding. Okay, let's just read this. First of all, big thank you to those of you that have bought Silver Creek Falls Chapter 3 and have completed the saga. We really appreciate you being with us for the whole adventure and for playing through all 3 titles. Now, if you haven't finished playing Chapter 3 yet, you may want to do that before reading any further as there are spoilers ahead. Okay, so it's just those of you that have finished. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Here goes. So many of you might be wondering if there is a Chapter 4 in the works, given the usual cliffhanger we left everything on. The answer to that is that no, there will not be a Chapter 4. The Silver Creek Falls saga is done. That being said, the story does continue on with Mark Wilsingham, Phil, being the new protagonist in the new series that we're planning on releasing in 2017. We will be doing the same format as before, where we will release Chapter 1 as free to play, then future chapters will cost money. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will be wondering why not just call it Silver Creek Falls Chapter 4, since it involves the same characters and plotline. First of all, it won't be set in Silver Creek Falls at all, much like Chapter 3, haha. And secondly, because we want to introduce more people to the storyline, and a new franchise will be the best way of doing that, as opposed to producing a Chapter 4, which will turn away anyone who has not played the first 3 chapters. People that have already played Silver Creek Falls will have a small advantage playing this new game, as they will already know a thing or two about the characters, but essentially we will make it so that most players can step in and enjoy the adventure as it is, then they can choose to go back to Silver Creek Falls. Okay. So yeah, I did see that the Mark I can never say his name, Wilsingham? Yeah. So the Chapter 3, it's complete. I wasn't expecting it to finish it so quickly. At the same time, it's such a weird ending, because in the end, the character is just like, yeah, so we've got all the answers, but it really has nothing to do with us. None of this has anything to do with us. We've just been following along at someone else's behest this entire time. The entire time. If it isn't the sheriff, it's someone bigger. And I'm assuming, and the story continues on with Mark, the secret agent MI6, and whatever this global scale fight is against. But either way, thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!